I want to shed some light on an issue I think a lot of people find very difficult when they're moving through some sort of transition or transformation in life. There's one group of people who will say, just be present. Don't worry about the future. If you stay present, everything will come to you in its own time. There's another group or another concept or theory, teaching which says, go and claim your future, step into your future, right? Live up to your birthright, go and set goals and live out your desires. Go and plan and strategize and claim your future and step into it. And you'll hear me talk about both, and I guess they can be quite confusing. But this is how I interpret those two different states. First of all, there are two different types of people and two different states that we have as we move through life. There is the player and there is the observer. Now the player, take Usain Bolt, runs 100 meters, he stops. He cannot continue to do that at the same pace, right? So he stops, he reflects, he recharges, he can go and do it again. If you've become the player who is basically charging into the distance, constantly looking for the answer, constantly trying to find the one thing you don't have, that's when always looking ahead, always trying to be in your future, that's when that is dangerous. Because you haven't stopped to observe what it is around you. You're constantly trying to run away from something that you don't like. And so you're aiming for a place in the distance that you probably don't even know. And you never quite get there. That's the dangerous part of always trying to be in the future. What we mean by being present is the observer. So what happens is we stop, we reflect, we see what's going on. So if it's a question of, I want to increase my business, I want to set up a new business, maybe a new career, a new job, it may be a new relationship. These are all things that we have desires. We will like that in the future. So we set a goal. I want to earn this amount of money, or I want to buy a house, or I want this amount of revenue in my job, or I want to take a holiday with my family, whatever it may be. Those are goals. Goals are very important because then we can take action to move towards them. So what's the difference? Again, present and future, because those goals are in the future, yes, but in the present time, we observe, well, if those things are not coming to me now, why is that? Am I blocking something? In other words, am I stopping it? Am I preventing it coming towards me? Do I not see red flags or obstacles in relationships, in business? Am I so focused on the future, so focused on what I want to escape from, to move away from, that I stop seeing what is around me? So that's why I see that the lesson of being present is critically important, because we have to stop and step back and reflect and observe and use our intuition to understand what is going wrong and what's going right, to step into our complete creativity. Because you see, you get all the things that you want from a place of creativity. We don't get everything we want just from using this part of our mind, our logical thinking brain. And if all you're doing is constantly thinking about the future, the next step, the next step, the next step, but you don't know what's been going wrong and you don't know what's been going right, by being present, then you constantly make mistakes. You constantly trip up. So how do we integrate the two, being present and also stepping into your future? Well, when you're present, you observe, you reflect, you begin to create an awareness of what is working for you and what is not working for you. So if you want to have a date, you're in a new relationship, you want to grow your business, right? So what are the things I need to do in this current time today to be present, to understand that, so that then I can take action, so that the thing that I want to get, I desire, I can take action and go and get that. Because I promise you, with all the gurus who are talking about this, if you sit in your cave, nothing is going to happen. You can sit there, and I meditate, and that's a beautiful practice. But I also set intentions and I manifest. This is something that I want, and I take action to go and get that. So I'm very present. I'm sitting here meditating in the present. And then when I have the awareness of what is missing, of what I need, and being patient, allowing the universe to bring that to me, I then set the intention and manifest that. I then take action to make sure that it happens. So I'm staying completely present, but I'm asking for, this is what I want to do tomorrow. This is what I want the next day. And I'm being present as I go through that. You know, the place I'm in today, the place I'm in now is going to be different from the place I'm in 10 minutes. And I'm going to be present in each of those minutes, but I'm setting an intention for something in the future. I'm taking action to go and get that in the future. So that's the difference. That's the clarity between the two. And I think it's really important to understand that, because there's a lot of mixed messages out there. So observe, like the Usain Bolt. When you're in the moment and he's running to that 100-meter post, right, that's fine. He's going to claim his birthright. He's going to claim his future. He's set the intention. He's trained. He's gone to do it. And then he stops, reflects, and observes. So there's very much a time to be the player and very much a time to be the observer. And we need to have both, and we need to integrate both. There is no separation between the two. So that, I hope that's helpful. It explains how to be present and also how to set the intention for a future goal and a future desire. So I hope that helps. And remember, the most important part is when you are present, you are the creator of your future. You're not trying to figure out how do I get there and letting something else come and hopefully give you some guidance. You are being completely present. You are creating from that place of stillness and reflection and observation. Then you get to create everything around you. And that could be creating something for tomorrow. But you don't get into that creator space by constantly thinking about the future, because there is no presence associated with that. So being present creates the future, the dream, the goal, creates the intention around that. So remember that. Very, very important. I hope that helps. Take care. See you again soon. Bye.